Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent, the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace and blessings to all our listeners. And it's so good to be back on air after a busy 3 months. I think it was a really positive experience, a learning experience, an interaction, and an engagement. Yes, I was babysitting Sister Nadima from Kabul, director of Dream Act Foundation, as we did our South African tour. But for me also, it was time to connect and re-establish many relationships. COVID, we had a COVID sabbatical, and that's what I term it, the COVID sabbatical. But yes, so it was good visiting, reconnecting with all my kinglet sisters in the various towns. And I like to place and record that may the Almighty reward you abundantly for the kindness that you conferred upon myself and Sister Nadima as we toured. And Sister Nadima uh, gave her narrative in recounting her lived experiences of Afghanistan, what is happening there in various areas. Of course, she reminded us there are 34 provinces in Afghanistan. So she herself has not yet visited every province in Afghanistan. But the sad reality is the places where she has visited, it is in dire strait. They need assistance, they need support. It's actually a humanitarian crisis awaiting if the world and all of us don't step in and assist and support our brethren, our sisters, our children in Afghanistan. So today I'm chatting to Sister Nadima just to get a feedback. And yes, she already landed and she's already been visiting schools. She's been visiting madrasas and currently she's in Kabul in she will pronounce it better than I can, but she said it's Kalula Pushta district. She must be laughing at I'm butchering the name, but she can correct us here and tell us. And she's here at a madrasa, but it's not the madrasa that you and I envision because of the space and the setting. So let's welcome our my beloved kindred sister, my baby sister, Nadima Starima Shay, uh, my beloved sister. Assalamu alaikum.
وعليكم السلام ورحمة الله مريم قولي والخستري ما شيخ خدا دوكي چخاوي جروي روبوي سكراوي سهد کی وي مینا محبت کی وي دستي کی وي فكاي کی وي زي تسي patingara كاي درد مشكل مش sorry with a bunch of kids. Oh my God, Mariam's sister, it's so I was with you yesterday. We were together in that studio with Salam Media Community and in South Africa. And I feel like it was all a dream, and I just woke up and تو بشي خلا جان چندك صبر چی میکنی و خیلی جانه می جبرنه ما بخا I'm sorry, Mariam sister, we're live. So the mother's like, come here, take this big pot. I said, leave her. Let her get this chance to be heard. SubhanAllah, it's okay. So it's good to see you, Mariam. And I pray that everyone in Salam Media is doing well. All my beautiful brothers and sisters. Now that I've seen you, I truly feel overwhelmed right now, and I'm emotional. And I pray that South Africa is beautiful and is doing good, as also is in peace and joy, and is in all that good energy that I got the chance to experience. Mashallah, all of you have a beautiful country, amazing hospitality. By the way, Mariam, thank you for the Roy Bush that you sneaked into my bag. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's good to see you, Mariam.
Alhamdulillah. So Nadima, tell me, you arrived back late last week, and yes, true to your determination in your Nadima spirit, you were already now working on empowerment projects, upliftment projects. You were already supporting families in the Kabul area. Already, you've decided where you want your focus now to be, we've seen reports now that actually they Afghanistan is heading for a humanitarian crisis because, as we know, sanctions have been placed on Afghanistan, on the Taliban government. Trade is difficult. There's no income. Prices have skyrocketed. And to add all this, as we are entering our summer in South Africa, in the southern hemisphere, Afghanistan is preparing for winter. And as you reminded me on several occasions, that winter is bitterly cold. Temperatures reach up to the late minuses as well. And schools are and madrasas are also forced to close because there's not adequate heating at the school places. So things are quite dire currently, but you have now said you want to focus your efforts on the future of Afghanistan, and the future being the children of Afghanistan.
Yes, Mariam. I will start now by, first, Jazakallah khair, Mariam. You did something with the blessing of Allah. You are such a good vessel for transmitting the goodness for our future. And Salam Media, I have no words to express what you've done. And I pray that everybody else in that media apply the model you have implemented with me for the people of Afghanistan, because it is so important that we focus. If we claim we're good, and in this context, if we claim that we are for the sake of serving, because being Muslim means in service to humanity, then we need to focus on humanity. And we need to get away from these blockages that are justified in human crime, killing innocent lives. In Afghanistan, there was a war for 21 plus years, killing innocent people. And I'm going to tell a lot of these kids' stories that are all here. And now, after all the death, now it's blockages from killing people live, and the world is going along with it. So we are right now, Mariam, sister, in a house. This nice lady who's not going to show herself in the camera. She even though has her niqab, she's very shy, but she will speak. She's their teacher. We are in a shoe area. You know where you put all your shoes, Mariam? This is where the kids are learning. And it is 5:11. I'm already feeling chills. It's dry cold, so winter is here. So all these kids, we have to gather them back from the street because they have to shut it down after 4. So I will be doing another live footages for you tomorrow, inshallah, in the madrasa. So this is at least has a carpet. They have nothing on the window for the winter, like the plastic or thick mirrors, a glass. And this is where they store the rest of the things. So this is the little place. Like, look at that. It's not even like, look, it's like I am 5'7". So this is the width of this place. And the length is probably like not even 5 meters. So this is where the kids are learning for now. And a lot of them don't have the Quran. Just let that sink in. These kids don't have Quran here. They can't afford it. So they're learning. So if one child is getting ahead in learning, the other has to wait because they're sharing the same Quran. So this is the condition my people has been put into. These little girls, they don't have socks, they don't have shoes, they don't have nice warm shawls, blanket. We don't want chairs and tables. They don't even have like sponges to sit on. So Mariam, what are we doing? And being here, Mariam, coming back from South Africa, I went to Salam. When I was coming into Salam Media, beside it is that little school for little kids. The mothers came in beautiful, clean cars. They dropped their beautiful children, all well put together in the nice, best outfits. They said goodbye to them. They went into a nice playground. In your home, you teach kids, you give them madrasa. You have like little swings for them, a nice environment. You were able to paint for them to make sure these kids are safe, comfortable, and peaceful. You have nap time for them. You have snacks for them. Wallahi al-Adim, Maryam. These kids don't have anything. But alhamdulillah, they have dreams. If you look at them, if you tell them what you're going to be when you grow up, they'll say, I want to be kaban mishi chimishi. Look, she's saying, oh, I'm going to be a doctor when I grow up. They have,
Inshallah.
look at her. Chimishi. This is my girl that responded. She's like, I want to be a doctor. It was this girl that came to me 4 months ago, and she said, I have a dream, but I have to sell walnuts. So now, alhamdulillah, she's in school, and mashallah, she's going so good. She's in grade 2, but she's 12, but we're going to put her on a 3-month program. So, Mariam, yes, there's a focus, this claim that we need women's education. These are the future women. Where's schools for them? Where's daycares for them? Where after classes school for them? She has, Humaira has 5 other little sisters. She's the eldest. Her other 2 sisters are supposed to be in grade 1 and grade 2. Nobody can afford it. The father doesn't have one arm all day long. He has to sell walnuts, enough to bring home so he can eat every day. So if we claim we care about women's education, ilm is haq, those are the first verses that came to our Prophet, Ikra, then where is Ikra for my kids? Where is it? Sorry, Mariam, I don't want to be harsh, but wallahi, this is the reality. I saw there was effort, there was community. MashaAllah, South African Muslim community is so united. They look out for each other. MashaAllah, you're so in a very good position. But it is time you share that with my people, because Allah gave it to you for a reason. Cannot, I'm sorry, but what's the point of having 4 cars when do you know the teacher? You know her father? Her father doesn't have a job. I thought he had a job with the cart selling vegetables, but no, that's another girl. Ki guft padar umar chi mikana? Mustafa, padar chi kar mikana? His father sells spinach, and by the way, they're so high that he stands by the road with a little cart, and if people buy it, so he goes around on the street. I will make a live video about that for you. So there's a man that usually screams spinach, 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 and you come outside and you buy some if you want. So he goes out, inshallah, he'll probably earn. He still brought his kid here to learn, but his kid doesn't have everything he needs as a student, as a child. These kids don't have tea served to them or candy or a biscuit. And mashallah, all of you in your homes have abundance of it, and may Allah give you more. But let's share that, because we're good people. Afghanistan people, Mariam, I'm sorry I'm taking a lot of your time, but that's not right. It's so inhumane. Why is politics being brought into killing people? What is this has to do with the girls? What is this? Whatever is going on in Afghanistan, no one has the right to take away the rights of the people. We claim we're human rights. What about their rights? What about the rights of these kids? Like how many I swear to God, Mariam, I'm going to go back to another madrasa tomorrow. I'm going to make live footages for you. I'm going to send it to you every day to show you what condition the kids are in. They want to talk about women's education. What about these little girls? What about Humaira's little sisters? So I think we need to start, what's the saying? Put our money, like, that saying, we need to walk and talk at the same time, because there's too much talking going on. Winter is like here, Maria. There's no month, no 2 months. Winter is here. Wallahi, at night time I'm wearing 2 socks because I haven't even got my own wood. So it's going to be getting very cold, Maria. And I will be showing you videos of what's going on. I'm going to show you dead bodies of kids on the street that are going to die winter this year. And then let South African community answer me, because now we're equally responsible. You saw me, I came there, and I'm going to show you live footages. And now I want everyone that's hearing to me to go home and think what are you going to take from this dunya? What are you going to take? Nice homes? Prayer is great. Dua is great. But I'm sorry, I don't want your du'as anymore. I want you to know how you're going to help me. Sorry, Mariam. Go ahead.
Yeah, I see you're very visibly distraught, distressed, Nadima. I think visiting schools before, you've sent me some messages now, visiting madrasas, and you seeing the dire situation, dire condition. I mean, you've said each learner doesn't even have their own Quran to start learning from, other learning material in kitabs and things like that. So, uh, Sister Nadima, in terms of the children coming here, do the parents pay something towards to the Islamic teacher, And what does a cost of Islamic books cost for a Quran, and what other probably writing materials and things like that? What is the costing around that?
Well, Mariam, I think even if it was like like a $5 a book, for example, they're not gonna buy that because they have to feed the family. It's not, people often, there's this narrative that Afghan men don't let the girls go to school. That's not correct. They're surviving. They're saying, okay, daughter and son, why not I pick my son? At least he will be able to get a job for me and bring food. He loves the daughter. Come on, you're a mother. You have a son and daughter. I'm sure you will not choose one over the other. You love them equally. Allah has given that heart to the mother and the father. I love my brothers and my sisters equally. I cannot pick one or the other. So how can a mother and a father do that? They have dehumanized the men of Afghanistan. They've been a narrative that's been put into above the men of Afghanistan that they hate their women, they're selling their daughters. That's not true. You have to understand what kind of father will go to a stage at a level that he has to marry off his daughter at 15, 18 to a man that is a bit wealthier, has more money, because he's protecting. That's the best way he can. He's not going to bury her. He's not going to kill her. He's trying to do what's best for her. I'm not making excuse for it, but we have to listen to the struggles, and if we truly care about these situations, we have to find a solution. We cannot judge it and point fingers of it. So here, if people are surviving, and by the way, Mariam, this has been going on for many years. But now, one great thing that has happened with the new government, truth has come out. No more fake economy, no this fake illusion like everything is perfect. For 21 years, a lot of these families have been neglected. Paktika, Khos, a lot of Paktia, those areas have been neglected from funding. Somebody decided that they were not going to be funded. And now it's all come out. It's not because of this government or, oh my God, no, it's been like that. But suddenly, everything has come out. Because if I go around this Kabul city, Mariam, I will show you it doesn't cost much to create a madrasa or a little private school for girls. It doesn't cost much because the money value, that the Afghani money is lower, and it's easy to get labor. Everything is in Afghanistan. We have every material in Afghanistan. We don't need to import any export any import anything in. But the heart, the willingness to help for some reason for the people of Afghanistan is shut down. So now, you know, these girls need to go to school, these guys go to school. I'll ask the question, Bashuma Kaspaisa mita kira sabakti. Shagirda chan mita har shagird.
هر شاگرد از قرآن کریم یکمین سنت از قاعده سنت.
Bama barat mita?
آه بله.
Okay, so the kids pay her 100 Afghan a month. That's really nothing, to be honest with you, because 100 Afghan, a rice bag, Mariam, a rice bag to the Dirnim Zara Biji Boja, Banim Zara Dichi Boja. So the flour bag is 2,500 Afghan, Mariam. You think about that, 2,500. Biji Boja.
30,000.
The brijo, I mean, so I'm speaking to you. The rice is 3,000 Afghan. So basically, $100 American makes almost 8,500, 800 Afghan. So just 8,000. So if you have $100 and you have to buy rice and flour, there goes your money. And you have to take a cab, that's 200 Afghan. Coming back, that's another 400 Afghan. So it's not enough, you know. And her father doesn't work, her mother doesn't work. So, you know, there's nothing to survive on. You're just getting enough to live. Her, when she used to sell walnuts, she used to make 100 chickens. You have the roast Okay, so every day she made between 200 to 300 Afghan a day on a good day. So now think about it. With 200 here, there are 5 sisters. Her father is at home. She has to buy 5 breads. That's 50 Afghan right there. And then she has to buy the little onions and things. Here they don't have fridges, so they have to buy everything fresh. from the little market. So money's gone. So everybody, now that she's in school, thank God her father doesn't force her. She works half a day. So if she brings 100 Afghan, that's a great deal.
Nadima,
So
Nadima, I want to hear if few of the beloved, beautiful children here want to speak. Please, I'd like you to ask them their names. They tell me how old they are, and also tell me they what would they like to see themselves in the future, and also what do they wish for for Afghanistan, and what would they like to do to contribute Afghanistan positively.
okay. چی میخوایی که کلان شی؟ دکتر میخوایی؟ خب چی هر کس جواب میتونه بده فقط اینی شما چی میخواین بس خاطر زندگیت مثلا چی میخواین در آینده ها She wants to be a teacher, she wants to be a doctor. خودت چی میخوایی She wants to be a doctor. خودت چی میخوایی He wants to be a teacher. Chicky Pacheta. He's so cute. The chicky. Engineer. He wants to be an engineer. That's a king. He wants to be a doctor. That's a king. Oh, she wants to be a teacher. I said, why do you want to be a teacher? She said, because I want to teach kids.
And ask few of them, what is the immediate wish? If we can fulfill a wish now, what would their immediate wish that they want?
چی میخواین شما مثلا موتر کالا بخاری چی میخواین She said I want a heater. She wants a heater. She says I would like a heater for my house. She said give me money. I said, why do you want money? He said, with the money, I want to build a good future for myself. She doesn't mind that. He said, he goes, well, I want to create a peaceful life for myself so my kids can be peaceful and they're laughing because it's so cute. چه کالادا میخوایی؟ اینا خدا میکنن خود چی کار I said, how many children would you like to have? He said, that's in the hands of Allah. A man can
mashallah.
Teacher.
Mashallah.
Wait, let's hear her. چی میخوایی؟ دکتر میخوایی لیکن از خاله چی میخوایی؟ اسمت چی میخوایی؟ چی میخوایی؟ پایسا چی میخوایی؟ چی میخوایی کالا میخوایی؟ She says, well, I want money too. I said, what would you like? And somebody said, you should say you want to study. So she's like, I want to study. She says, no, it's however you want to help us. Whatever you can do.
Okay, so tell them, tell all of them.
Wow, she's going to be a doctor, Maria.
Mashallah.
She said, like, give me money so I can buy myself clothes. There's some, I'm not going to show them, Maria, but there's some lovely ladies in the back. Like I have around 8, 9 women. They would like to say some things to you, okay? Is that okay, Maria?
I want to hear, I would like to hear from them, please, personally.
Of course, Madam, we don't have the light. Struggle is real here.
I can empathize with your struggle. We have load shedding. You experience load shedding. So we have something in common here. But it's fine. I need to hear the voice. The light is not important. I want to hear the voice.
حالای مقبول چی میخوای چی نظر داری چی میخوای در افغانستان شما رو فقط صدا میشنم
خیر از برادرت امروز که تصویرینم من نمایندگی از کل خانمایی که در اینجا ششی
She said I will speak on behalf of all the اینجا میگم میشینیم She says I have no issue being showing my face فقط زانو از بخم باش
خیر از برادرت
این کل مسلمان هست This is a good sister. She said, I will, what? She says,
Study
I will,
Mashay. Assalamu alaikum. Study Mashay.
سلامت باشین زنده باشین شما خوب
she
هستین
says, you're doing good. You're okay.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
She will speak on behalf of the lovely late sisters in the back. She
من نمایندگی از کل خانم‌هایی که در پشت سر دیر ششتین که اولادایشی طرف ششتین فقط اول از همه صلح میخواستیم که وام در نصیب ما خدا میدم که هست یعنی با کل جهان معلوم دارد که چی وضعیت افغانستان
She says, on behalf of my sisters and the mothers and the sisters of many of these kids, I would like to say, first, I want peace. I don't know if it's in our faith, but I want peace for us and for the world. This is my first.
همین کسایی که همیشه از پای بسیار
Because we have really struggling economically,
مثلا هم کسایی که دمی بلاک هستن خانه کرایی
especially in these homes because they're all rental properties.
با کار و بار و چیزام نیز
And there's, as we all know, there's no work in this country for now.
حالا بدبختی که زمستان هم آمد بر بعضی ها خوشبختی بر ما زنهای افغانستان یک بدبختی کلانه
He
که
says,
زمستان میشه
she says, you know, it's a struggle, like it's like Bakhti means like a suffering for the women, especially here now that the winter is here.
حالا نوبت زمستان هم رسید دیگه خرچ زمستان از یک طرف میشه پوشیدنی دستکال از دیگه طرف میشه کارش بر ما مشکل
He says we need to, now the expenses have increased because first is the wearing, then the heating, so it's going to be a big struggle for us.
خب بازم خدا کنه که جور صحتمند باشین اگر کدام کمک اول خدا کمک کنه همیشه از خدا خواهان هستیم که همیشه دربار از این کلان است از او کمک میخوایم بعد از او اگر شما یک بودی خدایی میشه که شما یک کمک میکنین بازم بسیار زیاد تشکر از شما
She says first it's Allah that provides the help, it's Allah who provides the solution, but if you're able to, no pressure, it will be nice to receive because all of this community, these people are, you know.
مدارت با مشکلات کل اولادار از خانمایی که در پشت سرت میبان
She says I will tell you one by one of each child's struggle.
یعنی بچه که گردش نیست عملیاتی
kidneys?
بچه گردش نیست
He says doesn't have kidney.
بعد از این بازی در یک حالت میبینم در یک حالت بیهوش میشه که اصلا نمیفهمه
He says sometimes he gets into a state of shock and we don't know what to do. He gets into like mental shocks, you know, like health-wise.
یعنی دختر دیگه هم که هست مادرش فلج است مادرش بلند در جای
you know the little girl that said she wants to be a doctor? She said her mom is completely paralyzed.
یعنی خانومی هم که درس میده پدرش یار رها کرده رفت پدرش نیست
She says I'll be honest, the girl that their teacher, her father has abandoned them. He's gone.
فرار کرده رفت فقط از همه قدمی پیسه که یا میگیره
So the little bit that she gets from these kids, she tries to work the house.
بعد اونی می دخترای هم کنونج از آرزوی زیر دارن که درس بخونن فقط کوشش درس خواندن
Yeah, but still the only dream is to be able to learn. They want to study.
خدا کنه که با آرزوهای دلشان برسه شما با آرزوهای تاز برسه که می اولادار هم حمایت کنیم.
He says I hope that you will help these kids so they can reach their dreams, you know. مادرش چرا؟
این مادرش نمیفهمه میشه بیچاره همسایه معتبر میگن.
She said she's my neighbor. Allah says that the first haq is of the neighbor, so that's how I know them.
از خاطر از همین مثلا معلومات دارم که بیچاره مادرش تصادفاً نمیتونه.
She says it wasn't like that suddenly it happened. That's how I know she's my neighbor. And also because of the economy, because of their struggling, it put her in a paralyzed.
با قسمی هم که مرا میبینی آرایش کرده که توریسم آروسی بود مشکلات خود مردم
She said, by the way, I know I look pretty in the makeup because I came from wedding. You have no idea what's going on in here, but I had to look pretty because I went to a wedding. So don't let this pretty face fool you. She said I have my own struggles too.
Nadima, till I don't see her face, I see her heart. I feel her struggle. I feel her pain. I see the beautiful face, but I feel her heart. I feel connected to her heart, and I feel that she's a kind, compassionate person because she knew the story and the struggles of every child as if it was her own child. Yeah. So I feel her love. Tell her I feel her love for her community. I feel her compassion, and I see beyond those clothes. I'm here to see people's hearts. I connect with each other. She's my beloved kindred sister, but I feel her heart, and inshallah, she's moved me to make a commitment that a small contribution I make dua, Allah can amplify it and grant us barakah. So whatever small we do, Allah will then amplify this and grant us barakah in this. But I will keep my commitment like the first day I met you, or just over a year ago, in terms of supporting you, so that inshallah one day, it's I don't know when in my life, my beloved sister here in your du'as for something that will make things easier for me in my life. So she mustn't worry about her clothes. I feel her heart. I have a connection, and I want her to continue her compassion, her kindness, and her love, because that is what's going to propel us forward and grant us the peace that our children want.
Thank you, Mariam. Imega maturana minam tilita mibina. آفرین که تو اشتکار میفهمی اشتکای خودت غمم سیات داری خبر داری تو خوار مشدی مرا احساس دادی نه I keep telling her you're so my she says wait till I wash my face. Women don't take compliments very lightly. Here it's nobody is so focused in that base. They often have so much to think about. But the weddings we enjoy, we try to make the best of it. I was just شش میکنم خنده کنیم رقص کنیم غم
باش که من کردم سایه میبینم که پس خنده میدارم.
She says, I wish her and I were neighbors so she could make me also laugh. I said, the only thing we have in Afghanistan for women is usually the weddings. So when we go to the weddings, Mariam, inshallah, one day when I go to another wedding, I'll bring you through camera with me. All the women, they dress up and they enjoy, they try to forget the pain, and they have good food together, and they laugh and they laugh at the pain. Even if the husband is beating her or the wife is yelling at the husband, they say, oh, it's okay. He was just upset. The heart is soft. The forgiveness is instant. And we let go because we have so much going on. And we always, yeah, she says, we always say Allah is superior. And every pain,
Absolutely.
suffering
Beshak.
will pass.
Yes, Sheikh, without doubt, Allah is superior. So from my side, I made a commitment, as I do, and I don't take this lightly, that inshallah, whatever support through my various networks to the beloved sisters that you've connected with, Sister Nadima, yeah, we're going to try for a start. Please tell the children, inshallah, I make dua that through Allah, all the beneficial needs, desires, Allah will accept it and use us all as vessels, inshallah, as a means to fulfill them. But for now, Sister Nadima, with your support, inshallah, you're going to get back to me. I,
Mariam, I love you. I love your compassion. We appreciate your energy. You are such a Mariam, I am in love with you. I love your spirit. I love your anti energy that kicks in, the Gujarati energy. I love the South African brave woman energy. I love it all. You're so compassionate, and we appreciate it. The fact that you messaged me, Mariam, the fact that you called to check, and the fact that we made that niyyah, and the fact that we're acting on it, alhamdulillah. The
so
fact that
please, Nadima, convey my message to the children. Tell them that inshallah I make an earnest dua that all their wishes come through, and my sister Allah fulfill all their beneficial needs, desires, wishes. But from my part, but from my part, I'm going to see, you're going to get back to me. I want to make sure that each child has a Quran, so it's going to make our ustad, our muallima's life, our teacher easier. So no more sharing. At least we're going to make sure that the first gift of the Quran will be our Sadqa Jariyah from our side here in South Africa. So everybody, inshallah, in the small madrasa will have their own Quran and a pencil or some kind of writing material that they will require, inshallah.
inshallah کوشش میکنیم به همگی ورق کلم قرآن بد میریم کوشش میکنیم خدا بزرگ است من یاد گرفتیم. Thais? Thank you, Mariam. They're like, okay, great.
تشکر بسیار.
She says thank you. Now, Mariam, she wants to tell us that that's her little pretty cute little daughter. That's her son. She said the one who's concerned about his future children is my son too.
Tell him I make dua, Allah bless her with many pious grandchildren and grant a son a good wife and a wife that's going to look after her as well.
Gramasha.
انشالله بیبی شویم.
She said, Inshallah. Mariam, thank you. And for, again, I want to tell you, Mariam, that it is necessary, you know, it is important. We must take care of each other as a humanity. I am so grateful that I came to visit you, South African community. I got to see everyone. To be honest with you, Mariam, there was times that I would eat some food. I would think of this community. I would have a bit of a guilt because I would be like, but I'm leaving soon. I better not fall in love with these beautiful sisters, these beautiful kids. I try my hardest not to fall in love with your grandchildren and even you, because I knew I had to come back because that place was like a dream and Afghanistan is reality. I realized, Alhamdulillah, I know you have your low shedding challenges. I know you're faced with a lot of challenges as well. But and I know Allah has given everybody challenges. It's not an easy life. And I also realized happiness is not real. If we have the heart, if we care about people, we're going to be joyful if we give somebody support. That's true happiness. But we cannot be happy alone. We cannot be happy with our own circle. When we're serving, that feeling we get is true happiness. Happiness does not come from taking, happiness comes from giving. That's what I realized. And all of you made me realize what my country needs because I saw the unity you had with the sisters. One thing that I gave me more courage and inspiration and motivation is seeing all you sisters. To be honest with you, Mariam, seeing those the doctors, the teachers, the nurses, all you beautiful sisters. I saw. I don't know if I can say some names. I saw the principals. You know who you are. Bakers, doctors, surgeons. You also have something else that was. I hadn't seen that in a long time, even in Canada. Is all these successful women have husbands, and with the husband they have children, and they always make paratas for their husbands. They're all elegant, classy, but they are making the paratas. They kept that authenticity, that foundation strong. And that and I want all of you sisters to share that with us. Share it with my government. Share it live. When you do your nice halakas, your gathering, go live, come with me. I'll share it with my people so we can start learning that the Islamic way is a balanced way. It's the husband and wife that work together. They all love each other. They all have their own responsibilities. But it was so nice to see that. And I'm really happy to see that. It gave me encouragement. I'm like, okay, so it is possible for a woman or a man to be a family, to work together and support communities. MashaAllah. So I pray for you that Allah give you more success. And I also pray that you give the same to us. I want all of you to join with me and support us and grow together so we can all be together forever.
Inshallah, Amin. Summa Amin. I love all of you.
I don't know what you said there. I go from the South Africa. دارم محبت دارم زنم کار میکنم مردم شجابم میپوشم خانم روشتگان به دست گرفتم من گفتم من وطن خودم نمیکنم.
Nadima,
Okay.
I
Yes.
said Summa Amin to all your du'as. Um, and we are here. We have a bond now. We have a special bond. And inshallah, whatever I desire for you, you know, that is a teaching that whatever I desire for myself, I desire for you. And inshallah, we're going to put that desire and that we ask Allah to make us the means and the vessel through which we can support each other, we can learn from each other, and we ask the Almighty to increase us in our muhabbat ties for His love, for His pleasure, and
Mariam,
inshallah.
sister, inshallah, I'm sorry, Mariam. A lot of the sisters, 30 much, 30 much, 30 much,
Nadima, I'm gonna love you and leave you now. It's
yes,
getting
we
late
have
for
to
you
go
on your
to
side.
bed.
So I'd like to make salam to you and we'll end this. And inshallah, I'm going to make it a commitment that every 2 weeks we're going to get a regular Afghan report back from you. So, assalamu alaikum. I love you all. Stari mashay. And inshallah, the next time we go, each one will be gifted a Quran so that they can own their own special Quran, that they will continue with their madrasa
Mariam,
careers.
and also, Mariam, I would like to put a little package for the kids like socks, pencils, a pen, a book, writing book, and maybe like a little bit of sweaters. But I really want to put a little package so they can all at least prolong the learning because at least they can stay warm for the time being.
Inshallah. So let's just see, inshallah, what we can do, how we can assist, and we make dua. Inshallah, Allah grant us barakat in whatever we do and assist because you know what, we are just the means. Allah is the doer. So we make dua, but shukran for allowing us the opportunity and thank the Mu'alima Madrasa teacher for allowing us to come into a space and to speak. And thank my beloved sister who's sitting beside you for her courage, for her truth, for giving us her lived experience. But I can see her heart, and for me, the most I think hu- humane part of this. In all of this, you all can still manage a smile. In all the desolation, difficulty, destitute, you still manage a smile. And for me, that shows gratitude to Allah, that shows appreciation, and that shows shukran. So, in all the difficulty, we still put our trust in Allah, and you still manage a smile. And that's what I'm going to do as well. Is when I feel life gets too much for me, I'm just going to smile because a smile makes everything better, and a good laugh makes everything better. And I still remember the day we sat in our bed and laughed like two teenagers, and I'm always going to go back to that memory, my beloved sister
Okay,
Nadima.
she said she
So,
wants to show you a little
Assalam.
Mariam, wait. She wants to show you her little angel. What Kalimasi? Oh, oh, salam.
Assalamu alaikum, my beautiful angel.
She
Assalamu
said,
alaikum. So, Sister Nadima, I'm going to love you and leave you now.
Mariam, she goes, she goes, listen, my daughter, I need a foreign son-in-law for this one because that's the only way.
No, that's not the only way. That's not the only way. Our support is there for you. Our support is there. Assalamu alaikum. We- Inshallah, we will connect in the future. And that was Sister Nadima, Director of Dream Act Foundation, live from Kuala Pushtu district in Kabul. And she was at a madrasa, but not the maktabs that we envision here in South Africa or we see in South Africa. It's somebody's home. In fact, when you enter the place where it's a shurak. So are we going to go for a short break and then we will round up?
Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Discover the Africa of your dreams and surround yourself with her spectacular beauty. Relax beneath her serene sunsets and explore wildlife at its natural best. It's where the pride of Africa comes together. Walk onto Private Game Reserve. Get to know the Big Five or cruise on an elephant safari game drive. Interact with lion and tiger cubs and enjoy world-class halal cuisine while we pamper you during your 5-star stay. Indulge in the true African experience. For reservations, call now on 042-203-1400 or visit quantu.co.za. The Quantu Private Game Reserve, the place of gathering.
chop of
There's no
that
smell
part,
that takes
and
me back
also where
to
she's
my childhood
okay.
than the smell of black seed oil being applied by my nanny.
Huh?
Now I'm using tib black seed in my own home
No,
to
we'll
soothe
write it down,
muscles and
Naftali.
puffs, to help with digestion and immunity, and of course, as part of my beauty routine. After all these years, I've come to appreciate the wisdom in finding comfort and shifa in trusted treatments like Tib Black Seed. You can find Tib Black Seed at all leading pharmacies or find out more at blackseed.co.za.
Millions are in need of aid in Pakistan as devastating flash floods engulf the country, wrecking destruction and loss of life in their wake. Africa Muslims Agency is providing food, hygiene kits, tents, and emergency supplies for 8,500 rands or any amount per family. Donate now to Heal Pakistan via Africa Muslims Agency.co.za and help thousands of displaced families. Africa Muslims Agency, commemorating 35 years of empowering, educating, inspiring.
With so many investment options today, it's only natural that you might feel a little confused which route to take. Should I buy shares or should I invest in gold bullion? Randery Jewelers now brings you the Zahab coin, an alternative to the Kruger Rand. The Zahab coin, a solid wealth protector in its purest form of 24-karat gold, is the safest way to protect your wealth. So don't just sit there and watch your paper money depreciate. Change to gold. Call Randery Jewelers now at 031 202 4701 or visit www.rjcoin.co.za, situated at 151 Essenwood Road, Musgrave, Durban. Randery Jewelers, the family name you can trust. Breaking stereotypes, moving boundaries, joining hands. Salam Media. Humanity sets the agenda.
Welcome back. You tuned into Other Talking Point with me, Maria Mia, this Wednesday afternoon. It was good to be back, and a rather sobering start to me being back when I had Sister Nadima Noor. She's back in Kabul, and not a minute to waste. Every hour of her day she spends in service of her people, of her community, and a very, very determined person, compassionate person, somebody who loves her country, the land of her soil, And yes, she's now focusing on improving and creating opportunities for the Afghan community through education, both secular education as well as Islamic madrasa education. And she's been visiting schools on a tour in various madrasas in terms of what doing a need assessment, the difficulties, interviewing parents as well, educators, people in the community, speaking to the children as well to find out what are the constraints, what are the difficulties, what are the desires, what are the wishes. And yes, we were privileged to have an insight in a small madrasa in Kalula Pushtu, a district in Kabul. And yes, we had a sister who came and spoke on behalf of the other mothers out there as well in terms of what their difficulties, their challenges are. And um, the for me, the silver lining was that in all the difficulties, when the sister poured her heart out to us, she thereafter they both managed, she and Sister Nadima both managed to smile, to laugh, and to be grateful. So in the situation of desolation, destitute, despair, they managed to still they managed to be grateful, have an attitude for gratitude as well, and managed to give a little sadaqah by way of a beautiful smile to me, and an affair, and well, it was an infectious laugh as well towards the end, and tell us that in spite of everything, there's still humanity, there's still bondships, there's still a kindred sister ties that we can enjoy. So a lesson for us to learn as well. And yes, we should be so grateful, and we thank Allah for all that we've been bestowed and blessed with, and let's use that as an opportunity to better the lives of people around the world, over the global, both locally and abroad, inshallah. And I have a picture on the screen that was posted that Sister Nadima shared with me, of this little girl who's merely just 4 years old. And for me, this is very um, emotional, because I educate 4 year olds, and it's leaving me a bit teary to think that this 4 year old is working. This young ye- she's wo- she this young 4 year old is working in a brickyard. And Sister Nadima says, I'm feeling painful and inspirational. I'm grateful to this little girl to give me purpose and to show my gratitude, and I will serve her in my nation. S- Strong, strong words indeed. You can see the courage and determination from Sister Nadima here. And yes, Sister Nadima coming into my life, little did I realize the first day in October when I interviewed her, was it August? I interviewed her, was going to be a life change for me, a real life change for me, because it made me see the world differently. It forced me to reevaluate my position, my perspective on things, and just, I call her disruptor, because she comes there and she forces you through her narrative, through her stories, to her journey, to re-evaluate our lives, our direction, what I seen as a perception of the global village, and to reassess how can I make a positive contribution, not only in my community, in my country, but globally. Yes, we are global players, and what we want for own communities is what we should be wanting for communities all over. And in some ways, just share resources. There's plenty to go around with effort and barka. I strongly believe, wallahi, it's those small differences and the TLC we show in other people's lives that is the difference. We're not going to change everything in the whole world, but it's just the TLC and the kind gesture, be it a Quran to give a little girl, that's going to make an indelible impact and mark all little boy in their lives. And that Quran is going to be our Sadqa Jariyah, inshallah. So please do join me in support. Contact me at Salam Media. It's Mia at Salam Media, Mia at salammedia.com, and tell me how can you share this TLC and make the difference in somebody's lives, because that is what humanitarian journalism is all about, and this is your platform. So if you're listening out there, you're watching and you're thinking, but I want to do something, but I don't know how. There's always a means. I didn't know, Sister Nadima, a year ago. I didn't know I can have this much access to a country like Afghanistan, uh, and hear their stories, get into their lives, and understand their struggles. And yes, it is possible. And we need to have the courage, and we need to make that determination, because every individual, yes, you can be somebody's solution. And like she says, other people's trash, somebody's trash is somebody else's treasure. So yes, let's make that difference and be that difference, inshallah. And let's make this world a better world and a better place. And on that note, I'll ask our brother Abdul Salam to end with Better World by Brother Zain Bika, because inshallah, we all can make this world a better world as vessels. When through our dua, we ask the Almighty to use us to serve Deen and humanity at large. And may we be that means, inshallah, to create the better world. And with that, I say, may you be always under the mercy and protection of the Almighty. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.